Yo, what's happening? This is Apex 3900 back with another classic. And I was prompted to do this stream the other day, but then something came up as soon as I started the stream, right? And I'm rocking, I'm getting my perfunctories out, I'm getting my intros and shit out. And then something popped up on my feed, and I was like, oh, I gotta tap into this live. You hear me? So I had to shut the shit down, delete it, you know what I'm saying? Whoop wham, whoop wham. But in any event, if my memory serves me correct, this particular let me cue this shit up. Let me cue, not cue, but cue. Let me cue this shit up. Let me cue this audio up. Oh shit, we in the building and we feeling this shit up. Let me cue this audio up. Oh shit, we in the building. Yeah, we in the building and we feel it like, yee. You hear me, cuz? We in that motherfucker, man. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Let me go to my. There it is. Nope, that wasn't it. I wouldn't be surprised if the bitch took it down. Let me see. Oh, she didn't. It's right there. There it is. There it is. Alright, now, the first 6 minutes that I was watching this premiere that Cynthia G put up, right? I paused it at the 6 minute 8 second mark. I paused it. I'm like, I'm gonna say that for later. And then when I went to come back to do the stream, I pulled it up in the history and shit, and it was frozen on that picture right there. And I have that picture, and I'm gonna use that picture as my thumbnail. And I want you to look. This is not me beating up on Cynthia right now, because in this picture I can see the despair in her eyes. She's like, how the fuck did I wind up here? What has my life become? I once was talking about evil albinoids, and now I'm on the phone. You know, I was talking about evil albinoids and caucasoids and this, that, and the third, right? Now I'm on the phone with the very same evil albinoid running down on the same men that I secretly love. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't. I'm at this point. I'm not. I don't hate Cynthia G. I don't. I understand. I understand. She stepped off into some water that she wasn't prepared to tread, and she got way in over her head. Was that bars? Wait a minute. I think that was bars. She stepped off in some water that she wasn't prepared to tread and got way in over her head. That was bars. Jesus. Thank you. Praise God. Praise God for that line right there. Let me write that down. Hold on, cause yeah, that's going on the mixtape if you didn't know, or the EP, I should say. mm. That'll do. That'll suffice. Now we're gonna piece this out, but first off, I will just from the outset, title of her stream being when Brad told the truth about black men and the black manosphere. And cried flashback. Oh, so she did cry because where I freeze it at, she looked like she was about to cry. She looked like she wanted to cry. On the real, I ain't even gonna hold you. Because sin, I'm not even gonna hit you with the bang yang jokes and all that other shit. I ain't look. I'm leveling with you. You stepped into this YouTube shit talking about motherfuckers. Then motherfuckers ran down. The motherfuckers whom you was talking about ran down on you. And they made you an offer that you couldn't refuse. You couldn't refuse. Even if you wanted to refuse it, you could not refuse it. And you bent the knee. I see it. I understand. So from here on out, every time I see a Cynthia G live stream or premiere and she's running down on black men, I already know what the score is. Them motherfuckers over there, they got in her ear and was like, look, bitch, you gonna stop talking that shit. You gonna talk this shit. We gonna tell you what to talk. And she had to say, yes, Zaddy. I ain't mad at you though, sis. I understand. Sometimes we get into shit that we not prepared for. We get in over our head, man. Trust me, I know. It's been several times in my life, and we around the same age. You probably a little bit older than me, and we around the same sign. You a Leo, I'm a August Virgo, so we kind of the same. We similar. I'm guessing you probably was born in what, 83? I was born in what, 84? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. We seen the same shit socially and culturally. We seen the same shit growing up. So you already know. You already know what it is. As far as black folks is concerned. Like, you know where our bullshit lies. That's why I'm like, really? And if you know anything about psychology, that book that I read out, The Games People Play, said, I forgot the author's name, it escapes me. I'm not even gonna look it up right now. I'm not even gonna dig it out of my bag right now. But matter of fact, my bag is in my car. Goddamn. Anyway, in this book, The Games People Play, the author basically says, like, once you become a sentient being, you basically know what right and wrong is. You know what I'm saying? So these bitches out here playing dumb, like they don't know that they sisters are out here fucking up major. They're being dishonest. I know that. She knows that. You know what I'm saying? But they gotta put on a brave face and a bold front. But it's cool. Alright, whatever. But let's get to this tape. Oh, one more thing. As you can see right here where my cursor is doing a lot of activity. You see that patch right there on my chest? That's the succubus patch. I don't know why they put the succubus in the incubus patch in this fucking game, but hey, it's very apropos. It's very appropriate. Hold on, let me fire up this chat because I seen somebody just hopped in my chat. I'm at a very peculiar time of the day or night, depending on where you at. So I wasn't expecting motherfuckers to hop in my shit. It's probably my baby. Let me see what she talking about. And hey, Kendra, we need to talk about. I might have to hit you up behind the scenes because we need to talk. Because you said something I don't know if you bullshitting or whatever the case is or what. Hold up, let me see something. It's 5:30 in the morning, Hawaiian time. Hold up. Give me a second. We about to get to this. We about to get to this motherfucking tape here in a minute. We about to get to this tape here. Get my likes up on your way in, please. Please. I mean, the likes are free. I mean, shit, I got my goddamn, my Cash App in the description. Not description, but the description. And you motherfuckers don't be hitting that motherfucker, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But shit, at least you can do is hit the goddamn like, share, and subscribe. Hold up, let me see something. I'm trying to see something. Oh, that shit. Oh, it's both of y'all. Okay, the sugar bump, bitch. And didn't me and Deacon Naked drag your ass the other night? I'm pretty sure we did. You ain't your ass ain't so. Your ass still so. Your ass still so from the other night when me and Deacon spanked you. Anyway, Kendra, what's up, baby? Good morning to you. Yeah, hit that motherfucking like button. Why you all up in my shit? Talking about some yawn. Hit the motherfucking like button, bitch. Shit. And you know, I don't like to talk like that. I just like to say it like that. I just bitch. I just like to say bitch. I don't know why. I guess I listened to too much Too Short growing up. I don't know. But I just bitch. You know what I'm saying? It just flow. It just flow with the lexicon. I done heard motherfuckers tell me, hey, Apex, you need to stop saying bitch, bruh. You can go to the next level if you, nigga. If I can't take bitch with me, if I can't take the bitch with me, I don't want to go to the next level. I'm going to the next level doing this shit my way. So I'm going cussing, fussing, and saying bitch. You know what I'm saying? And talking my shit. For real. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to this tizate, man. Fair use. Let me know how the audio is if y'all can hear it clear. If I need to turn it up. Where intellect meets real talk.
We don't think that getting attention from black guys gives you a status of some sort. If you get attention from the white guys, you do have the status more than if you get attention from black guys.
As a man.
Now, with this little clip that she likes to put in front of her shit, I do have to agree with her. I do. If a female gets attention from white guys, it is more of a status symbol. It is. It is. Because being here in Hawaii, what I've seen over the past year and some change is that I've seen the most nerdiest, beta-ist white dudes booed up. Like, and I'm not just talking about like these niggas got. They got Asian, they got white bitches, Asian bitches, black bitches. They got all of them, G. Hawaiian bitches. And these be some these not even basic motherfuckers. These are below average motherfuckers. These are not even average at best ass men. These are below average ass men, bruh. Like, no musculature, no jawline about them. You look at them, they look corny as fuck, nerdy as shit. You know what I'm saying? Got a manga collection and some fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit. Okay, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh, that's my generation. Motherfuckers from my generation had Yu-Gi-Oh, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, still this nigga got a decent little bitch on his arm, and I'm like, Okay, alright, the fix is in. She just fucking with you because you white. Alright, cool. I get it. So yeah, I do agree with her. She about to say some real shit. Hold on. At first, when I first heard this, I kind of got offended in a sense, but then I had to stop and think about it and replay the replays in my mind, and I was like, yeah, okay, it's making sense. But hold on, fair use, continue.
I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with that. Well, as a woman who gets attention, yes, and who grew up in a white culture more than a black culture, yeah, I'm gonna tell you that getting attention from black guys is not a badge of honor if you're white.
Now, I went to high school in a predominantly white suburb, and let me tell you this: me and the homies, we did have our dalliances with, I'll just say, females of another ethnicity. I'll just say that. But the choices of the choice, we might have, a few of us may have crept here and there, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. But they wasn't trying to claim you out in the public, though. You feel me? You wasn't going to prom with the daughter of a fucking doctor who was well known in that part of town, or in the town period. You just wasn't. You might have slid with her on a Saturday night. You might have been a sneaky link, you know what I'm saying? But as far as you going to prom with her, nah, that shit wasn't happening. Hell no. She was gonna get Brad or Chad to be on her arm to take them prom pics, man. You dig? So just understand, what she's saying is not totally wrong. Now, when she's saying a status symbol and who they really want are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Because, a motherfucker can be a status symbol and you be like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with him. It's kind of like how females play it. They'll play with the Chad, or the Chad, if you will. They'll play with him in the dark, but in the daytime, they want to be with the Thaddeus. And they want to be seen with Thaddeus, but they want to be in them sheets with Chad. You get what I'm saying? So she's not lying when she says this shit. I'm offended because I don't want to be measured on Chad or Tyrone measurements. You know what I'm saying? Or increments or whatever. I'm more than that. I'm the total fucking package. I'm greater than just my sexual proclivities. I'm greater than that. Now, if she don't recognize that, then that's her loss. You know what I'm saying? But I know. And that's all that matters. But let's continue. Fair use. We ain't even a minute in. I'm riffing on this shit already. On the clip that ain't got shit to do. She just put this clip up just to rub salt in the wound of black men. But hold on. Fair use.
Okay. And I'm white. You are white. Yes.
845, you're on
Here
the
we
line.
go.
Hey, long time listener, calling in to talk about Tariq Nasheed. I want to get your opinion on his newest breaking documentary.
I haven't watched it.
Now, first thing out this dude's mouth is he want to know about this Tariq Nasheed buck breaking documentary. Let me say this from the outset. I don't subscribe to this slave trade narrative. I don't. I'm an Aboriginal. North America and South America, it's been well documented that we have been here way before Columbus was here. We indeed were not. In fact, were not brought over here on slave ships. Now, the subjugation and alleged slavery that we were put under, that's, yeah, we were subjugated, but there's no denying that. But the alleged, how you say, slavery, like, really? How the fuck you gonna put us in slavery and this is our shit? We're the majority. The best you can do is just try to fight us back and keep us off your motherfucking ass. It ain't like we wasn't fighting back. You know what I'm saying? So I have a completely different mindset as far as history is concerned. I'm a savage. You understand me? So when I say I'm an aboriginal, I'm not one of them motherfuckers who signed a deal with the government and got a reservation in the casino out the deal. No, we didn't make no treaties. So we didn't get no motherfucking casino and no reservation. We was the uncivilized tribes. We was the motherfucking savages. Quote unquote. Alright, let me go ahead and prep this shit real quick. Well, yeah, let's get back to the tape. But yeah, it's just funny to me how this nigga just wants to fixate on some shit that really didn't happen, bruh. It really didn't. Like, really? Now, let them tell it. These plantations was manned by like a dozen motherfuckers. But the plantations was worked by like hundreds of motherfuckers. You mean to tell me in a time where you had muskets and shit, you didn't even really have guns like that. Not even muskets, but you didn't even have guns like you got today to really keep. And then you don't want to shoot your product anyway, because that's your product allegedly. So you mean to tell me you're not getting overrun? That shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? There's only one way that shit can work, is if you put motherfuckers in a financial bind and you make them work their debt off. You're not just forcing motherfuckers into slavery like that, into servitude like that, i.e. indentured servitude. So from the gate, and this is why I don't fuck with Tariq Nasheed like that. I fuck with Tariq Nasheed. You know, I listened to, I watched his first Hidden Colors documentary and shit. My cousin had a copy of it. He gave it to me and let me watch it and shit. Rest in peace to my cousin, man. If you know, you know, man. Fuck y'all niggas, man. I still love my cousin. But anyway, that ain't my cousin. That's my little brother. But anyway, he gave me the and I watched it and I'm like, okay, cool. But this nigga Tariq just doing the most. Like, I get it if you want to use it as a propaganda tool to galvanize people, but I think that you need to operate from a position of truth. If you need to galvanize people with the truth. You don't need to galvanize people with propaganda. And that whole buck breaking bullshit is just that. It's propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, really? They was really forcing niggas, big ass linebacker, NFL linebacker ass niggas, and like, what? And then the white boy that called in right here, he was just fixated on this. I just want to talk about the buck breaking documentary that Tariq Nasheed put out. I'm like, okay. Fair use. Continue.
I haven't watched it.
It's really strange.
Bet you have watched it.
It's perpetuating victim complex within black men. It kind of feels like it's enabling more laziness within their community, perpetuates more blame behaviors by blaming people like me, I guess, whose ancestors did something.
You mean when you mean people like you? Are you saying you're a white man?
I want to get your opinion.
Well, hold on. First, I have to
perpetuating feminine roles on men.
Just by the tone of this initial interaction between the two, we know who the boss is. We know who the handler is. And who's the handlee. This is allegedly. This is Cynthia G's handler. And you're going to see when he starts talking more and starts throwing out bona fides about himself, and then you see her facial expression, it's clear to me You can't change me, cause I'm gonna be a nigga for like. Anyway, no, it's clear to me that he was one of the motherfuckers behind the scenes when she got to talking that evil albinoid shit that rushed out to her like, hey, I need you to pipe that shit down. And he bought her motherfucking ass out. Just saying. Just saying. I could be wrong. This is all alleged. But he's clearly the boss. And this isn't, allegedly, this isn't his first interaction with Cynthia G. They've had interactions behind the scenes. He probably told her motherfucking ass, hey, put this clip of our conversation up, post that shit on your channel, bitch. And she was like, yes, Zaddy. He probably make her call him Zaddy and shit. Like, yeah, bitch, say Zaddy. I like when you say Zaddy. Zaddy, okay, Zaddy. Fair use, continue it.
Right. So
I want to get your opinion on it.
right. So when you say people like you are, you're a white man, I would assume then, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
I haven't watched the Buck Breaking movie.
It's a
But
documentary.
one
It's not
thing
a
I
movie.
will agree with is that the only thing that Tariq sets out to do is perpetuate a victim narrative. I will say that because at the end of the day, I mean, I think if black men feel like you guys are oppressing them, it's because they're letting you. It's really that simple.
Agreed. Agreed. The only reason that black women are oppressing us is because we allow you to. We allow you to. It's not because you motherfuckers are smarter than us. It's not because you're stronger than us. It's not that we can't outthink you or overpower you. It's simply because we allow you to. So I agree with her in a sense. Motherfuckers will do what motherfuckers allow. Plain and simple. You're not gonna do what I don't allow you to do. So yeah, she's right in that sense. But yeah, and still she's being dishonest if she doesn't want to recognize. Hold on, where the fuck is that marker at? If she doesn't want to recognize like certain shit that's really put here to fuck us up. But anyway, fair use, continuing.
But I haven't seen the movie.
I haven't seen the
You should
movie.
watch it. It's very interesting. And black
I'm
women
sure
are the
you
most
find.
educated demographic across America. So I put my hand up to that. If you want to get an education, you want to better yourself, you want to,
Now this nigga, I can't even call him a nigga, to be honest with you. But this person is sitting up here lauding black women with this faux praise. Oh, you're the most educated, and I think you should educate yourself on this particular subject matter. And knows. Hold up, getting prone. Shit. What up, room shaker? Let me put the silence on this motherfucker. Alright, we in a win. But yeah, he's kicking this bullshit. He's dripping honey in her ear. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you guys are the most educated. When, black women, when are you gonna grow tired of hearing about how you are the most educated? Because obviously, we got the numbers. We don't have the numbers, we have the numbers on how your education has not led you to a net positive. Hold on, who the fuck is this? We about to, man. Let me see something real quick. We about to go see about this real quick. We about to go see. Oh, them niggas is posted too. Hold up. Matter of fact, let me just lay down real quick. Ooh, my nigga dirty, ain't it? But yeah, oh boy, he ain't. Oh yeah, let me get a zoom in on your mark ass. Oh, these are civvies. Okay, we about to come. Y'all niggas barefoot in the snow. Let me holler at these motherfuckers real quick. Hold on, we about to get back to this tape here in a minute. I'm just getting sidetracked a little bit. Get your bitch ass up, nigga.
You look startled. Is everything okay?
She got the coronavirus mask
certainly not
on.
okay. There's some grade A bullshit happening.
Just slow down and tell me everything from the beginning.
Okay. Last night, after a few drinks, my buddies and I went on a scavenger hunt. You know, to find stuff to stock up against Sentinel. I mean, food, water, shelter, all that shit. And so we stumbled upon this abandoned drone station, and my buddies and I think it's cool as hell.
What happened next?
Well, as we walked closer to it, I mean, we heard that metallic pounding and a muffled scream like somebody was hurt or something. I mean, I don't even know if we tripped an alarm or something, because all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, there was the sound of machine gun rain. And my friends, I barely got out alive. I mean, I can't even express how I'm feeling.
I don't want you going into shock, so you take a few deep breaths and relax. And in the meantime, I'll look into this drone situation for you. There's been enough bloodshed on this island. Thanks for having my back.
Yeah, we going there next. Each drone station. Where is this motherfucker at? Zoom out. Where is that? Okay, alright. It's in the south of Silent Miley. It's apartment. Okay, yeah, okay. Alright. Fair use. Continuing. Let's get back to the tape.
Perpetuate good life behaviors and push away negativity. That's great. You know, that one documentary in particular really touched deep into me, because it really, you know, it pushes.
Nigga, pause. That documentary did what? It touched deep into who? What did he say? What did he say?
There's a gun turret. Okay, remember where it is. You know, so we can not get shot.
Damn, they got a bunch of drones up in this motherfucker too.
Got an automated turret. Copy that. Hey,
Fair use. Continue.
Get to it.
Blackened further into a submissive role to kind of lark through the oppression of your ancestors as an excuse to not do anything today to help your situation as black women and your children and, you know, the elderly people in your community, crime levels in your community. It's kind of just weird that that kind of video would come out at a time like this, when there's supposed to be empowerment for people in your community, when it's just nonstop negativity, draining the life force out of black women who are doing all of the legwork, all of it. You're doing everything on your own, and there's no help for you on the other end of your community.
So let me ask you something, because you have a lot of people in the chat box saying they don't believe that you're white. They believe that you're black or biracial.
No. I grew up in Westchester County, New York. I grew up 20 miles from George Soros in a town called Yorktown Heights.
See, he's name dropping. He grew up near who? George Soros? He letting you know. He name dropping. He giving out his bona fides. Letting you know what it is. And like, nigga, I'm tapped in with George Soros. Black Lives Matter. That's why you gonna see her motherfucking face drop. You know what I'm saying? This dude is a heavy hitter, bruh. Real shit. Fair use. Continue.
Hostile, there!
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's bro. My name is Brian. I've never met a black dude named Brian that speaks like me in my whole life. I should go to New York, have fun. You know, go to like Miss Mamie's, Bread down in Harlem, and get some soul food. Go to Times Square and skateboarders or do whatever. But no.
So let me ask ask you something. Since you're familiar with Tariq,
She just folded at the 3-minute 55-second mark. She folded her arms, so she needs to be comforted. She wants to talk about psychology, but yeah, body language. Her body language is telling. Hold on, I'm in this shit real quick. They got hella gun turns out this motherfucker, bro. You just creep down this motherfucker, man.
Battery's drained. Drone's out of the
Sweet to have it right down now.
Alright, get that motherfucker out the way. Very useful.
then that makes me believe, you know, you pay a lot of attention to stuff that happens in the black community. A lot of white people do, more than black people are willing to recognize. So what do you think about the fact that black men try to speak for y'all, white men, in terms of what y'all desire? Like, have you heard black men sitting up saying, well, white men don't want black women? And
We don't have to speak on if white men not wanting black women. The numbers speak for us. We don't quote anecdotal shit. This is not anecdotal. This is quantitative. Cynthia, I don't know if you know what quantitative is. Hell, you can't even say anecdotal correctly. You say anecdotal. You can't even say anecdotal correctly. So, but do you know what quantitative is? Because this is quantitative evidence that yes, indeed, white men don't want black women like that. And you're gonna hear, we're 4.5 minutes in, you're gonna hear him sexually evade black women. This is what he's gonna do. Just listen. Just listen. Shit's funny. This shit is too easy, man. It's too fucking easy. Fair use.
you guys do need to do this, that, and the third to get a white man. So what do you think about black men trying to be you guys' mouthpiece in terms of what you actually desire?
Well, I mean, you really can't gatekeep my sexuality. You know, what I think is attractive and not more attracted to a person.
What did he say? You can't really do what to his who? You can't really police his sexual... Nigga, nobody... Like, what are you even talking about? Oh, shit, this motherfucker hit me. We got everything. Fair use, continue.
Success, educational standards, family background, religious practices, you know, what they want for the future. They want to build something, or are they just living in the moment? I'm not
That's black women right there in a nutshell. They have no concept of family. They are solely living in the moment. So yeah. You have correctly identified black women. There you have it. Hot girl summer. Personified. What? Open up. Open this shit up.
How can I help?
Hold
All right,
on.
I'll see if I can take them out.
Okay. So he in that underground bunker. He gonna get his ass up out of there. Give me that. But in the meantime, in between time, we just gonna loot. I had a oh, hold on, let me shoot this motherfucker down. And give me your shit. Give me your scrap shit. Fair use. Continuing.
A live in the moment kind of person. I'm planning for the future. I have a lot of money saved back in case of emergency. You know, I'm married. I have kids to take care of my family. I love and respect black women. Black men are a nuisance where I grew up. And it's more now than ever present danger within.
I agree. Black men are a nuisance. You know, you got more crash dummies now than ever. I can't even, and I've spoken about this in past live streams, but you have black men who will go to the mat and they'll put their life on the line and die for a white dude. A white dude to send a white dude could here in the army, a white dude could easily send a black dude on a dummy mission. A white dude could have a problem with another black dude, and he'll go back to one of his black battle buddies and say, "Hey, this nigga said, or this dude said X, Y, and Z, and he said he was gonna do this, do that," and then a black dude get all turned up. What? I'll go check that nigga. It's like, buddy, are you sure you want to do that? Because it's only one way this shit gonna end, man. So yeah, the ignorance and the belligerence is at an all-time high. At the same time, you know, since we're in the age of information is at an all-time high. So the motherfuckers who get it, they're gonna get it. But these dumb motherfuckers, hey, it's Ragnarok. It's Ragnarok, man. I have no patience, no nothing for any of these knuckle dragging motherfucking Neanderthal Negroes. I don't. I'm gonna deal with you harshly. I'm gonna deal with you more harsh than I would a white supremacist, an alleged white supremacist. Let me say that again. If I come across one of you niggas, and I'm gonna say it like that, because I just wanted to say it like that. If I come across one of you niggas who are on bullshit, bruh, I'm gonna deal with you so bad, bruh. Especially if you fuck with me, I'm gonna deal with you really bad.
I took care of the drones. I think it's safe to come out now. Are you sure? Positive. Now let's talk face to face.
Hold on, let me talk. Matter of fact, I don't even want to talk to you yet. Let me get this money. Just know, so don't think just because you my skin folk that we kin folk. Cause I'm gonna do you dirty, bruh. You come to me with bullshit, bruh, I'm gonna be so upset. I got family members that done did me wrong. Actual blood relatives that done did me hella wrong. So if I even peep you, Negro, black man, that you gonna do me wrong, I'm not gonna show you no mercy. I got certain family members. Hold on, come here. Let me holler at you, G. Oh, this is a cutscene.
I would have died in there if it wasn't for you.
Well, how'd you get trapped in there?
Set up a defense perimeter. Thought it would prevent threats from getting in. I didn't know it would keep me from getting out.
Yo, maybe next time you'll think ahead. Your mistake got some people hurt, and you could have gotten a lot of people killed.
I'm sorry. Everything sort of went haywire with the programming. Seriously, I would have starved in there if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, well, you didn't. You're fine now. So, what else is inside the shelter of yours?
Oh, not much. But you know what? If you see anything, feel free to help yourself to it.
And I
Sure
will.
as hell not coming back here again.
I will help myself. Don't even worry about it. Ooh, dog tags. I think we cleared this shit out. Yep, we got everything. Let me go ahead to this helicopter. Cause we about to fly. I'm about to get on some fly shit. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Oh, I already did that shit. I already completed that mission. But yeah, niggas out here moving hella sloppy, man. They're moving hella sloppy. They're motivated by shit they shouldn't be motivated by. And I have no patience for them. I got no patience for a nigga. For real. My uncle, and I'll say his name, my uncle Jesse. He told me a long time ago, I was probably about 15, 16 years old. He said, man, don't, he told me to stay away from niggas. Not black folks, but niggas. And he made a verbal distinction between black folks and niggas. And my granddaddy, this was like when I was 13 or 14. He came down from St. Louis to Kansas City. He stayed the weekend with us and shit. And he was telling me a story. And he was telling me, hold on, let me pause this shit. Now, I know how to shoot craps, but I try to stay away from, and I've shot craps. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the kickback with all my homies. Nigga, we smoking, we drinking, we shooting craps, $1 a shot. Nigga, I hit a motherfucker for 70, 80, 90, $100 in one night. You know what I'm saying? I done stanged their ass, came back the next night and lost another 100. You feel me? But my granddaddy, he was telling me about craps, right? And he was saying, man, how one of his buddies showed up to the kickback with some dice in his hand, shaking them and shit, talking about what it hit for. And I'm like, you ain't shoot with him, granddad? He was like, craps is a nigga game. It's a nigga's game. You know what I'm saying? It's a game of argument. Because it's so many different rules and so many ways motherfuckers play. You talking about burnt money, burnt dice. You gotta lay that shit out in the beginning. Like, do you play burnt money, burnt dice? Do I need to pick the money up first? Or do I need to pick the dice up first? Are you catching numbers? Or what? You know what I'm saying? Is side bets? Are we playing side bets or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to look. It's so many moving pieces to the game of dice. You know what I'm saying? Where an argument can arise over nothing. And there's so many rules. Even if you lay the rules out in the beginning, if a nigga get to losing, he'll just pick an argument and say, hey, nigga, you didn't do this, do that. Well, nigga, we ain't lay that shit out in the beginning. So this is what it is. Well, no, fuck that, fuck that. And listen, I done been in arguments with blood cousins over $1. I mean, over $1, 100 pennies. I'm shooting dice with my cousin, right? Down in Arkansas. This was several years back. This nigga, and we fucked up. We been drinking on that corn. We been doing some other shit. You feel me? We shooting. This nigga clearly didn't hit his point. I know what his point is. He shook him, tossed him, didn't hit his point, but fronted like that was his point and picked up the money. And I said, wait a minute, nigga, that ain't your point. He looked at me square in my eyes and was like, cuz, you mean to tell me I ain't hit my point? And he got belligerent. And I'm like, man, cuz need this more than me. He need this shit more than me. You really finna look me in my eyes and lie to me over $1? Like, nigga, your mama is my mama's sister. And you really finna take it here with me over $1. Now, I could have turned my savage up and did this nigga dirty. You feel me? But over $1 though, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would my grandma look at me? How could I come back to my grandma's house and like, hey, grandma, love you. Now she understand. Now my grandmama a gangster, so she understands. She like that nigga, baby. That nigga shouldn't have been playing with you like that. So my grandmama understand. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? My grandma damn near 90, and she still walking, talking with all her faculties in check. You know what I'm saying? My grandmama strong as shit. My grandmama the truth. She would have understood, but his mama wouldn't have understood. You know what I'm saying? And just a side note, a lot of you fellas be leery of your family members, cause they'll try you. They'll try you, and they'll bank on, oh, our mothers or our fathers are siblings, or one of our parents are siblings. So you really can't take it there with me. So I'm going to take advantage of you, and you just have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been going through that for several years now. Where I've had, a few family members who done tried me, and they're banking on the fact that, okay, we first cousins and shit. You know what I'm saying? One of our parents or siblings, so you not gonna do nothing to me. Like, nigga, what? What? Alright. That's anyway. I done got way off track. But I think somebody need to hear that. I don't know if I need to hear that or if y'all need to hear that or whatever fuck. We gotta get back to this tape though. Fair you. And furthermore, Cynthia, you looking kind of thick up about the shoulders, girl. You need to take your ass to the gym and do some curls. It's about time for bicep and shoulder day. You looking kind of doughy up about the shoulders and the arms now. I'm just saying, you need to take your ass to the gym. You don't gotta go to the gym. Just get you some weights. You got YouTube. Look up some arm exercises because you need to tone that shit up. I ain't saying you need to have your arms on Angela Bassett, circa Tina Turner. What love got to do with it? You ain't gotta have your arms looking like that, but your shit looking kind of doughy, bruh. I'm just saying that shit. Your arms looking like a loaf of bread. I'm just saying, like if I squished your arm, if I could just grab your left arm with my right hand and squish that motherfucker. I'm just saying, you need to tone that shit up. For real. I'm just saying, sis, I ain't even finna get on you like that, but I'm just saying, take it how it resonates. You need to hit the gym though, cause you look kind of big. You not. This ain't the same Cynthia G from circa 2017. It's not 2018. Nah, that's not 2008. This what I'm looking at right here on this video is not 2018 Cynthia G. It's just not. It's just not. You need to get back on your shit for real. Especially if you looking for a Brad. Fuck you talking about? Fair use continue.
The metro New York City area because of very ostentatious and feminine behaviors being groomed into young black men. They don't know how to act like men anymore. It's very confusing because it's very hard to speak to them. I can speak to you and have a calm, normal, rational conversation. I can't get that from a black person because they immediately jump to a knee-jerk emotional response.
Now I do have to agree with this gentleman in certain cases. Yes, I do agree. I'm an older gentleman in the army, and I have my coworkers are 18, 19, 20-year-old men, young men. Some of them black, and I gotta pick and choose my spots within my company, within my platoon, within my company. It's a few young brothers who I can speak to, and I speak to them. You know what I'm saying? I give them correction, I give them wisdom. But there are some brothers who I know I can't speak to them like that because it's gonna be an issue. This one brother in particular, I had to let him know, like, nigga, I will fuck you up. I know where your room is. We live in the same barracks. I live on the 3rd floor, you live on the 1st floor. I will be camped out at your fucking room every night waiting for you to come out or go in. And it's a patch of grass right there, nigga. And hey, let's take it to the motherfucking grass, nigga. If it's really like that, if you really got funk like that, nigga, I'll beat your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell that nigga nothing. I'ma just let him go in his destructive way. I'ma just let him, self-destruct. But, it's certain brothers within the company that he run with, and I gotta pull their coat, tell him, hey, man, don't be fucking with that nigga like that. Watch that motherfucker. He ain't on the up and up. You did? And, you know what I'm saying, the motherfuckers that listen, they be like, yeah, I hear you, Unc. I hear you, Unc. You know what I'm saying? So, he's right about that. And I blame the single mother epidemic because what this white dude just described was a situation as to where you have several, not just one, but several generations of black men who have been raised in a single mother household, and they have been embittered by propaganda against their black father figure. So your father is your first example of authority. And if the first example of authority in your life has been besmirched, then you're going to innately resent authority. And you're going to rebel. You're going to be a rebel without a cause. So I can't tell you shit at this point. You're damn near a reprobate. I can't even talk to you. Why should I even reason with you at this point? If you're a reprobate, if you're a rebel without a cause and can't nobody tell you shit, why should I reason with you? I'm not gonna reason with you. I'm gonna speak your language. I'm a convey what I have. If I have to convey a particular message to you, I'm gonna get my message across, but you're not gonna like the manner in which I convey my message. You know what I'm saying? And a father figure, the initial authority figure in your life, will equip you with the tools that you need to be receptive to correction. But if you don't have that, then you're not going to be able to take correction. Unless you find religion, whether you become a Muslim, a Hebrew Israelite, a Christian, or whatever, and you submit yourself to a higher authority, then you'll be more inclined to take correction. You know what I'm saying? But if you just running around here dangerous, wilding and shit, you ain't had no father figure in your life, I can spot the mama's boys from a mile away. You don't even have to tell me that your daddy wasn't in your life. If I'm around you long enough, I can discern and decipher, oh, you ain't had your daddy in your life. I can tell. Now, some dudes, they reach maturation sooner than others. So this is not across the board. This is not me painting all brothers who had an absentee father with the same brush, because you will come across certain brothers who had an absentee father or who didn't have a present father, however you want to put it, but they got it. They got it. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, in some cases, they had to learn the hard way, but they learned nonetheless, and they was like, okay, I got it. This is how I gotta move amongst men. But you got some brothers, they never learn. They never learn. You got 40-year-old men, 50-year-old men running around this motherfucker. They never fucking learn how to operate around men because they have no scope on authority, because their initial authority figure, that being their father, was not present in the prime programming years of their life. And it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. However, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. I don't give a shit that your daddy wasn't there. If you don't get with this man shit post haste, there will be consequences. There will be consequences. So you better get with this shit or get lost. So yeah, I do agree with this white dude, man, on that. Because I see it. I see it. And it's not just the young motherfuckers. There's some old motherfuckers out here too. For real. And in some cases, it'll be a nigga who did grow up in a two-parent household. He just got seduced by this rebellious spirit and want to operate in a non-obeisance to authority type of manner. And he just, moving reckless type of shit. So it's all across the board. You just gotta peep them. You just gotta watch the chessboard and know what all pieces can do. You feel me? Fair use. Continuing.
You go get burned in the sun. Call me mayo or whatever stupid shit people say. It kind of just rolls off my back. I don't really care about.
Now he's talking about the disrespectful ethnicity or ethnic insults that black people hurl towards him because he's allegedly white. It's funny because I'm looking at the video and I'm seeing Cynthia G's facial expression. That was like a little sneak diss to her because we know that she was made famous by the evil albinoid caucasoid this and the look. We are all human beings. Motherfuckers will find a way. If you are melanin deficient, it doesn't matter if you live in the goddamn desert. You'll find a way to keep that sun up off your ass. If you got a rat, shout out to them Arabs in the goddamn deserts and shit. Shout out to them white folks and all them alleged caucasoids in the desert. Them niggas will throw, they will cover themselves from head to toe. Now my black ass, I'm like, why the fuck? I'm out here in a loincloth, damn near, no shirt, just no shoes. I'm just out here in a loincloth. Why the fuck you got this big old, hijab on your motherfucking head and shit? Oh, you trying to keep that sun up off of you? Okay, I get it. But motherfuckers will find a way. They will find a way. They'll find a way. Human beings are the most resourceful creatures on this planet. So it doesn't matter if you're dealing with a person who is melanin deficient and you're in a high solar part of the globe. They're going to find a way to keep that sun up off their ass. They're going to find a way. You dig? And it's funny because I'm just looking at her, at Cynthia G's facial expression. She like, yeah, he sneak dissing me right now because I was talking that Caucasoid shit. Fair use. Continuing.
Those kind of terms, but I'm attracted to power first and foremost. If a black woman is the most educated person in my white friend group, which it is, then I'm.
See, there you go. See, there it is. See, she asked him. Hold on, matter of fact, let's go back. Fair use.
Ostentatious and feminine behavior is being groomed into young black men. They don't know how to act like men anymore. it's very confusing because it's very hard to speak to them. I can speak to you and have a calm, normal, rational conversation. I can't get that from a black person because they immediately jump to a knee-jerk emotional response of telling me to go get burned in the sun, call me mayo or whatever stupid shit people say. It kind of just rolls off my back. I don't really care about those kind of terms, but I'm attracted to power first and foremost. If a black woman is the most educated person in my wife's friend group, which it is, then I'm intellectually attracted to that person. I want to engage with my wife's best friend and her husband. They're pretty interesting people. I have no patience and tolerance for ignorance, and that's why I listen to your content, because you're very...
Oh, well, you lost me, sir. Now, I myself, I agree. I have no patience or tolerance for ignorance. However, Cynthia G is not a bastion for intellectual content. She's not. She puts up a bold front as if she's some tyrant intellectual, but she's not. She's really not. But yeah, this is just more black woman stroking that he's doing. And you white dudes, we on to you. We on to you. We on to you. And low key, the black females is on to you too. They get it. They know when you want to come around and just ego stroke them. Unfortunately, they like to be lied to, so they'll accept your ego stroking. However, conversely, if we were to come around your women and ego stroke them, well, them white boys this and them white dudes that, and Chad this and Chad that, and we throwing smut on your name, you wouldn't like it. And we pumping their head, oh, we like, where we laud them for their faults. We're essentially ruining them for you. You wouldn't like that. So stop doing that shit with us. Now, me personally, I'm not beholden to a black woman. I'm not. I'm out to get the best. Whether she be a white woman, Latina, Asian, black, African, Asiatic, whatever the fuck she is. I want the best. But I'm saying, cut that shit out, man. Stop that shit, bro. You up here dirty macking and sidewinding on the guys, by getting in our women, quote unquote, our women's ears, dripping they shit with honey and shit. And it's like, nigga, really? Anyway, fair use, continue.
Educated individual who speaks honestly. I have no patience and tolerance for ignorance, and that's why I listen to your content, because you're a very educated individual who speaks honestly about the issues in your community, and you actually offer some decent remedies, decent conversation. People like Tariq Nasheed just want to cry at me all day long, and I don't appreciate that, because I don't have a single ancestor in America that earlier than the 20th century. I didn't do fucking shit to anyone, ever.
Oh, so you're an immigrant. So you're an immigrant then. Early in the 20th century, you don't have an ancestor who was here. So what the fuck do you have so much to say then? It seems to me you need to shut the fuck up. Respectfully. Respectfully. If your ancestors just got off the goddamn spaghetti boat, or the potato boat, or the, what else? The sushi boat, or whatever the fuck, the tuna boat, whatever the fuck, within the past 50 years, then I think you need to shut the fuck up then. What you seeing black folks lash out about ain't got shit to do with you. You throwing your hat in the ring and you putting and you balling your fists up and getting into a fight that don't concern you, respectfully. Since you said that, okay, now I can get it. Now you would have a credible grievance had your white ancestors been around since the mid 1800s, early 1800s and shit. Then you can talk that shit. But if your motherfuckers just got here, if you motherfuckers just got here 1960, 1970, nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You listen, you dealing with some savage aboriginal motherfuckers. We got the right to tear this motherfucker up if we want to. We got the right to be aggrieved if we want to. Now this some new shit. I didn't know that. I'm thinking this motherfucker's a Protestant Anglo-Saxon ass motherfucker. You know, he can trace his lineage in this country back to damn me the late 1700s or some shit. Way he talking, this motherfucker just got off the goddamn boat in the 1960s. Talking as if he's a tried and true, dyed in the wool American, as if his ancestors fought in the Civil War or any of the world wars. Like his family members been through motherfucking the Great Depression in the 1930s. Nigga, my grandma was born in the Great Depression. You punk ass motherfucker. My grandma was raised in the Great Depression. You can't tell me shit, Brad. I don't give a fuck what you think. If you ain't got an ancestor that went through the Great Depression, don't fucking talk to me. Don't talk to me. That's the new rule. And you white folks, listen. White folks, Latinas, listen. I don't want to hear shit about your grievances as it pertains to black people here in America if you don't have an ancestor that went through the Great Depression. If you can't trace your American lineage to the 1930s, the Great Depression, shut the fuck up talking to me. So my grandmother was born in the 1930s. She came of age in the Great Depression. You feel me? So that means Mama Lou was around back in the late 1800s. And her mama and her daddy before that, mid 1800. Fuck you talking about, man? This shit just went a whole different direction. I ain't hear this shit the first time around. Okay, we passed. Okay, this is at the 6-minute 30-second mark. That's why I'm acting like this, because I ain't heard this shit yet. The previous 6 minutes 8-second mark, 8 seconds prior, I done heard that, but I ain't heard it. This is all new shit to me. But yeah, fair use, continuing.
I'm tired of hearing it, and at least someone like you could call me person in no color with blue sister in America that earlier than the 20th century. I didn't do fucking shit to anyone, ever. And I'm tired of hearing it, and at least someone...
Bitch ass nigga, I don't give a fuck if you tired of hearing it. You gonna sit your ass down, you gonna hear this shit. If not, take your ass back to where the fuck your people from. You motherfuckers like to tell us to go back to Africa, right? You's a new nigga. You new here. So understand that. If you can't trace your lineage back to at least to the 1930s, shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me. If your ancestors ain't been through the Great Depression here in the United States, don't fucking talk to me. Don't tell me what you tired of hearing, motherfucker. Cause we've been tired for a long motherfucking. We've been tired since 1492. So you don't want to play this what we tired of game. Bitch ass, punk ass. Where's Lincoln two-step at when you need him? Punk ass, bitch ass, fuck ass, nickel. Fair use.
Like you could call me person of no color with blue eyes and cream-colored skin and pink lips. That's fine with me. But I mean, that you're not going to go to that as like your first and only response.
Well, if we're trying,
that you find tough.
Well, if we're trying to have a discussion, then no, that wouldn't be a part of the discussion unless it was somebody that called them that was trolling, because I do get people trolling. But in terms of, having a discussion, I can have a discussion. But, I do agree with you, because at the end of the day, it is very evident to me that black men just want to talk. I mean, they just want to talk about oppression, but they don't really want to do anything about it. And I know you've voiced your opinion, and look, it just is what it is. I say all the time, black men act like they don't live in a society with other groups of men that they have to interact with, and they do. So now that you're,
No, we're highly keen to the fact that we live in a society of other groups of men that we have to interact with. That's wrong. We don't, because if we operated in a sense in a harmonious society where there was no outside threat, then obviously we wouldn't act. You think we just acting crazy just because we crazy? You know what I'm saying? It's a TikTok clip. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this shit up. They ain't gonna tell you what they did to me. Make me crazy. There it is. Fair use.
Everybody gonna tell you I'm crazy, but ain't nobody gonna tell you what they did to me to make me act crazy. Ain't nobody just out here acting crazy to be crazy. I got a whole lot of sense. Y'all be acting crazy, so I react crazy. Duh.
Facts. Facts. You think niggas is just out here acting crazy just to be acting crazy? So just we're the only group of people on the planet who just innately act crazy just for no reason, just because we're crazy. We're innately crazy. Is that what you're telling me? So motherfuckers ain't fucking with us, right? Motherfuckers ain't trolling us, right? We just acting crazy because we like to act crazy. Okay, let me let this brother say this one more again.
Everybody gonna tell you I'm crazy, but ain't nobody gonna tell you what they did to me to make me act crazy. Ain't nobody just out here acting crazy to be crazy. I got a whole lot of sense. Y'all be acting crazy, so I react crazy. Duh.
Period. 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 Poo. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just ain't doing shit just to be doing shit. No, nigga, it's a reason behind this shit. Hey, what the fuck is you talking about? Fair use.
A representative of the dominant men in the society. It just is what it is, because you guys went and took your dominance. Black men have to interact with you, but they don't want to understand.
See, she wants to sit up here and paint this picture as if, we were completely dominated in this motherfucker. I assure you, we were not. We are the American savage Negro, the Bushmen. It's a lot of losses them motherfuckers took on their side. A lot of losses. I don't even know if the reason why I don't get upset when I see bullshit on the news between, black men got killed by X, Y, and Z, because we probably already up on the score. We probably they trying to even the score. We already up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bragging. I'm just giving my opinion from my perspective. We probably already up on the score. If you want to take it back hundreds and hundreds of years, if you want to go, put about 5 centennials on this shit, we up. These motherfuckers ain't up. Now with this abortion shit, oh, they up. They up. They up. They win. You win. You know what I'm saying? For real. For real. But I don't trip about that shit because I already know my motherfucking folks was we didn't just lay down and take this shit, bro. We didn't. We some motherfucking savages. Some Mississippian savages. When I say Mississippian, you know what I mean when I'm talking about the Mississippian tribes. From St. Louis all the way down to New Orleans. We was and is and will be some motherfucking savages. So all the tribes that have sprang out from the goddamn Mississippi, you know what time it is. Fair use.
What it is that they're doing to paint your perception of them. So they run around and say that, white men are threatened by them. Are you guys threatened by black men?
So y'all, I've been on this hair care journey.
Oh, you been? Oh, wait a minute, I gotta hear this.
I've been on this.
So they run around and say
this
that, white men are threatened by them. Are you guys threatened by black men?
To answer the question, yes. Yes, there is a level of threat. Every group of men are threatened by another group of men in some way. So that's a vague, open-ended question, for one, because I know that I threaten other groups of men. I threaten white men, Latina men, Asian men. I can see it. If I see Sugar Boss, I ain't got time for you right now. You gonna put the Brian with the heart eyes emoji in the motherfucking chat. You bitch. You, hello, what up, boys? You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch. But hold on. Let me say this. I can sense the threat. It's not so much that they're scared of me on a combative. Oh shit! If they're scared of me on a combative level, but they're definitely scared of me on a sexual mating level, because you know how many motherfuckers I done walk by and they walking with their gal, and then I'm just walking by. I just come into the room and they just handcuff they chick. They just grab her by the waist real quick. I hold their hand. I'm like, nigga, I don't even want that bitch. That bitch basic as fuck. You feel me? So they threatened by me. At the same time though, I'm threatened by other men. You know what I'm saying? There's a level, when you're dealing with men, there is a level of threat, a level of apprehension. Now, that level of threat and apprehension expresses itself. I don't give a fuck what you see. Talking about, no, I don't see it. Sugar bum, I don't care what you see. Can you see? Let me stop. Can you see your fupa? Can you look down right now and see your pussy? Your pussy. Can you see that? Let me know. Talk to me. Can you see if you pull your stomach up, can you bend your body enough up to where you can see the lips on the what was it called? The vulva? Can you see that? The fuck you talking about? Shit. What are we talking about? There's a level of threat present when you're dealing with any group of men. I don't put shit past nobody. I don't look at white dudes and be like, oh, he's an evil albinoid who can't be in the sun for long periods. No, that motherfucker can kill you. I don't look at these Mexicans like, oh, you ain't nothing but a short Mexican that drink Corona. No, he'll kill you. I don't look at these Asians like, oh, you ain't nothing but a scrawny ass Asian that eat with chopsticks. No, he can kill you. He can kill you. So there's a level of apprehension and a level of reticence, you know what I'm saying, with every group of men. Now, he want to laugh the shit off like, no, I'm not. That's how you know he ain't dealing right. Benjamin. Benjamins are out. Bitch, I ain't never out of style. Fuck you talking about? I'm always in season. It's always Benjamin season. What do you talk? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's always Benjamin season. That's why I always count on you, Sugar Bun, to come through and talk that shit. And you be saying shit to be cracking me up. Where Kendra at? If Kendra get up in this motherfucker and get talking shit to me, she hands off right now. Kendra ain't gonna say too much about this, but she another one that be having me rolling and shit about this motherfucker. Brian, oh my god. I'm getting back to the tape. Fair use.
So y'all, I've been on this hair care journey, and
Oh, you have. Now this is the part in where she has a commercial, and she says she's been on a hair care journey. It's some hair care products. I think this is the funny thing. I think somebody with some paper who don't like Cynthia paid her a lot of money, or a substantial amount of money, to promote these particular hair care products on her show and make her. That's the funny part about it, bruh. This shit is funny as hell. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Jason Black or Tariq Nasheed was the one who knew this hair care product sister and was like, alright, I'm gonna pay Cynthia G some money to promote this shit on her channel and make her give a commercial for this shit. This shit is funny as hell. Hold up. Let me go back. You gotta hear this shit from the beginning. No interruptions. Fair use.
Are you guys threatened by black men?
so y'all, I've been on this hair care journey, and I'm sure all of y'all know a huge part of that is finding the right products for your hair, and it actually took a little bit for me to do this. I was introduced to a company called Everything Ebony, and they have a really great product line. It's an all-natural hair care line that's made for us, by us, and I've tried the products. These are products that you can feel working.
Bitch, stop lying. You tried the products? You mean to tell me your She said it, not me. I'm just saying. You mean to tell me your bald headed ass tried these motherfucking products, G? For real. Oh shit. Oh, not the bang. The bang. Oh, fuck no. Fair use. Continue it. Oh, this shit is comedy.
They also smell amazing. I tried them on my hair at night, and the next morning I woke up, my hair was soft, it was still conditioned, retained the moisture, and it was easy to work through. So hit the link in the description box. Go to...
I said I was gonna let it play through, but I just can't. I can't hold my peace. I can't hold my peace. I can't do it. I can't do it. Fuck no.
No bullshit.
the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap, son. Damn, we only damn near 9 minutes into a 35-minute vision. I don't know if we gonna get through this whole thing, cause this shit is just hilarious. Furious, continuing.
Do everything, Ebony. Try them yourself. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. And remember that everything, Ebony, is hair care made for us, by us.
I'll be honest about myself. I'm 6'3", 221 pounds. I go to the gym a lot. I swim 5 kilometers every single morning before I go to work.
Nigga, don't give a fuck. Fuck your measurements, nigga. Fuck your measurements. Fair use. Now he wants to get aggressive and throw out his measurements like that shit means something. Alright. I took offense to that. I don't know. Maybe he said he was 6'3". Maybe it's the 6 foot nigga in me that's like, nigga, I don't like that. I don't like that. Fair use.
I open up my business. I take my kids to school. They all eat healthy. I eat healthy. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I did it in college, but I'm 37 years old now. I don't need to do that.
Well,
I don't know why black men expect you to act feminine when they've taken on the feminine role. So you had to follow nature and play both roles, and then they call...
Nigga, you sitting up here gassing this bitch head up. It's shit like that got our bitches out of pocket. That shit right there that you kicking, it's the main reason why our women are out of pocket. Because you want to gas their head up like they're feminine, your men are feminine and you're masculine. You have to take on these masculine roles, and they get to think, they internalize the shit. Oh, you know what? You're right. I do have to take on the masculine roles, and then they bring that bullshit back to us. You punk ass motherfucker. You wouldn't like that shit if I was in Becky ear, or I don't even know what fucking type of white person you are. You know, I'm just gonna say Becky. You wouldn't like if I was in Becky ear, telling her how deficient you were and how she had to be strong and independent. You wouldn't like that shit at all. So why you doing it to us, man? You dirty macking, bruh. You dirty macking, and you don't even want the bitch, bruh. You don't want the bitch. You don't want her. And you said that earlier. I'm attracted to power and intelligence. You said, when she asked you how you feel about black women, you said, I'm attracted to power and intelligence, and you guys are the most powerful people in your particular demographic, yada yada yada. You never once praised her on her beauty. The only thing you did was praise her on her alleged accolades. Like, nigga, we see the game you playing. We see that shit. Fair use.
Black women overly aggressive, overly, trying to think of the word, possessive, or like matriarchal when they're not playing.
Oh, nigga, you done stepped in it. You done stepped in it because now you brought up matriarchal. You brought up matriarchy. So you see it. Now you can sell that shit to them, but you won't sell me that shit. In the words of FBG Duck, they might sell that shit to y'all, but won't sell me that shit. I'm not buying that shit. You not selling that shit to me, nigga. I already know you see it. You see the matriarchy within our community. You see that shit. Don't even fucking play. And now you want to just sit up here, punk ass motherfucker, bitch ass motherfucker, fair use.
their natural role. It's really, really confusing because, you know, I'm the head of my household. I ask my wife for advice. She's educated too, but at the end of the day, decisions are mine. I spend the money I make. She doesn't work. I give her whatever she needs. If she asks me for money, I give it to her. You know, for car brakes, I pay for it, get fixed, or buy her a new one. If my kid's tuition needs to be paid, I pay it. You know, things like
That's fine. And you know what? Let me tell you something. A lot of black men, more black men than you would like to admit, will be willing to do that. But what we have is a situation where we come across black women who don't want to enter into that. They don't want to be housewives. They don't. They don't want the man to be the sole provider and the sole decision maker in the house. They want veto power. We know this. We know this. I offered my baby mother, I offered to marry her and make her a stay-at-home wife. You know what this bitch told me? She told me no. She didn't want to be a motherfucking stay-at-home wife. She would rather keep her raggedy ass. She would rather be single and keep her penny ante job working for the city. That's what she wanted to do. And that's just not a one-off. I'm not the only brother who's going through this shit. I'm not. Where you're talking about men who want to be the provider, who want to step up, who want to make their wives stay-at-home wives, who want to make their women stay-at-home wives, but their women just don't want to be stay-at-home wives. And that's fine, shorty. Listen, this is the army of the willing. Play whatever fucking role you want to play. Do what the fuck you wanna do. Do what the fuck you wanna do. You just won't do it on my dime. Period. You just won't do it on my dime. You can be as strong and as independent as you want to be. Excuse me. You just won't do it on my dime. So now, when it inevitably fails, they want to say, well, these men ain't taking care of us. No, bitch, tell the truth. You didn't want to be taken care of. You opted to do the shit your motherfucking self. And when we let you do the shit yourself, you failed. And when you failed, people asked you, why and how did you fail? And you say, well, because the man wasn't there. So the man is supposed to sit up here and work his fingers to the bone to subsidize you, to allow you to how you say resist his authority? Really? That's the game we're playing. Shit, you can't make this shit up, man. Can't make this shit up. This is why we don't give a fuck what Brad thinks. First of all, this nigga ain't even a Brad. He's not. He's probably some Giovanni, some Italian motherfucker off the boat in the past 50 years or some whatever the fuck. Like, bruh, you just got here. You just got here. You're 37. You're the same age as me. So your parents were born in what? No, your parents were born no earlier than the early 50s. So your parents probably got here in the fucking late 70s, early 80s. But yeah, you got all these grievances, nigga. Enjoy your shit. Stay the fuck out the way. When you see the savages out, nigga, stay the fuck out the savages' way. Cause this shit don't even involve you. It don't involve you. You said it. You admitted to it. This shit, the grievances that black people have towards certain other demographics in this country don't involve you or your ancestors, cause you admitted it. Your motherfuckers just got off the goddamn boat 30 some odd years ago. 40 some odd years ago and had you. Now you're an anchor baby. Now you know what I'm saying? So you ain't got shit to complain about. Just enjoy the land of milk and honey, motherfucker. If we fucking shit up, it ain't got shit to do with you or your motherfucking ancestors. We fucking shit up, it's got nothing to do with you. So stay the fuck out of it. Now if you want to get in it, that's a different story. Brian. Fair use. Continuing.
I'm very confused why black men who act like women want you to submit. I don't know how much more feminine you could be than that. Well, I mean, how could you possibly act in that role? Like, how could you be more feminine than feminine? I mean, I guess if you acted like a limp-wristed, you know,
pickle smoocher
or whatever.
Yeah, see, this nigga taking my shit. This nigga taking my shit. Limp-wristed pickle smoocher. You son of a bitch. Let me find out, motherfucker. You been listening to me on the low. That's my shit. I coined that phrase. Limp-wristed pickle smoocher. You punk ass motherfucker. Fair use.
That's not how they naturally are. You know, you shouldn't be pushed into that role out of necessity. So
they're not pushed into that role. They choose to take that role. That's what you're not missing. You're not telling the whole. You're assuming that they are pushed into that role. There are countless, thousands, millions of testimonies of black men across this country who were more than willing to put their baby mama, girlfriend, fiance up. But said girlfriend, baby mama, fiance said, fuck you, nigga. I want to be strong and independent. So they chose to go the strong and independent route. Fair use.
Basically, y'all don't see black men as a threat because there's no real reason to.
No, not physically, not economically, not intellectually.
Nigga, please. Nigga, please. Every man that you see, irregardless of race, irregardless of stature, irregardless of ethnicity, nationality, intelligence, college degrees, you know, scholastic endeavors, is a threat. Because at the end of the day, that man can pick up a fucking rock and bash your fucking head in when you're not looking. You can be walking along whistling Dixie, holding hands with your wife, got your little kids with you, and this nigga who does not, that you deem does not pose a threat to you, can pick up a goddamn cinder block off the goddamn side of the road, walk up behind you, and bash your fucking head in. That is a reality. That is a reality. Now, I'm 6 feet, 200 pounds, and I'm a fucking specimen. I come from D1 athlete fucking genes. My father's was a D1 athlete. Older brother was a D1 athlete. My oldest nephew is currently a D1 athlete. I got it in my fucking blood. I'm a physical specimen. But guess what? Even when I come across someone, another man, regardless of his ethnicity, and regardless of him not being as physically prowess as myself, I still view him as a threat. Because at the very least, he can pick up a blunt object and bash my motherfucking head in when I ain't looking. So I don't put shit past nobody, you fool. That's how I know this mother. Anyway, fair use. Continuing.
I think that black women can compete with
men as a threat because there's no real reason to.
No, not physically, not economically, not intellectually. I think that black women can compete with white men. I know there's a couple people in the Business Owners Association I belong to who are black women that are running in the same circles as me. And I mean,
at this point, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done because he's clearly just black woman stroking. At this point, it's this shit is stomach churning. Really is. Let me go ahead and shut this laptop down. This shit is beyond me, G. Like, my nigga, you can't be serious. You can't be serious, G. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy, bro. You can't be serious, G. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy. So I had to put my Kansas City voice on. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy, bro. Had to put the Kansas City in there. Shit is crazy, bro. Like, my nigga, you cannot be serious. You can't be. You possibly can't be serious. Anyway. Let me go ahead and get back to this gameplay. I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna do, matter of fact, I might shut this shit down. I think I'm gonna shut it down, yeah. Cause I'm over it at this point. It's like, bruh, really? We just witnessed 10 minutes or so of a white dude dirty macking on the bros, pumping black females' heads up to think that they are more than what they are, and that's gonna. And I see it, bruh. I see it. I see it. I see other groups of men, they guard their women. And I don't just mean sexually. They guard their women. They don't want you as a black man influencing their women. So they'll do things like, for instance, right? Hold on real quick. Let me say this. It's this particular Latino that I know here. And he's married now. And the whole time he's been here, he's had a girlfriend. He just recently married her, right? But there is a particular Latina female who shares the same nationality as him. They're from the same country, or province, if you will, right? Now he goes up to her and he tells her this, that, and the third about how she shouldn't be fucking with black dudes, but it's like, my dude, my nigga, you already got a girlfriend. What are you on? What interest do you have? What vested interest do you have in telling this bitch how she shouldn't fuck with me? And you already got a girlfriend. Not only do you have a girlfriend, but now you wifed your bitch. So she's your wife now. So why are you sitting up here breathing on my name? Or breathing on the bro's name all together? How does that work? Oh, you mate garden. You not just mate garden for yourself. You make garden for another Latino brother who could come behind and wife her. You have no shot in wifing her, but you trying to preserve her for another Latino. Some La Raza shit. So you want to breathe on our name. You want to besmirch our motherfucking character and shit. Make us look like we ain't hitting on shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though Latinos have the highest interpersonal violence ratio. Yeah, I said it. I'll say it again. IPV. Latinos are at the top of the fucking list. You motherfucking Latinos beat y'all women more than anybody in this fucking country. Macaframalam. What is it? Interpersonal, intimate. What is it? Intimate, violent, intimate partner violence. It's intimate partner violence. Yeah. Latinos are number one. Black men are last. We're fifth in intimate partner violence. But let these motherfuckers say it. It's femicide all over the fucking place. Every 5.5 hours, right? A black man is fucking dog walking whatever female paramour he's dealing with. Okay, really? All right, but the numbers show, and these numbers been used from coronary motherfuckers, the meat locker niggas, police records, all that shit, and it's been aggregated by the CDC and put out by the CDC. Latinos are the main motherfuckers beating and killing and strangling and slashing, and they motherfucking women. It's y'all, it's not us. Second is the Asians. Now that could be Middle Eastern or Southeast Asian or even the subcontinent of India and the Pacific Isles. You feel me? Third is white men. Third is white men. Fourth, Native Americans. And fifth is the niggas. Well, let Brian tell it. Hey, it's better over there. It's better over there. But why your women coming over here, though? You know what I'm saying? If it's so buttery over there, why Becky coming over here? That's what I want to know. Now, listen. Hear me out. I'm not a pro-quack. I'm not a pro-black. I just call shit how I see it. If you a black motherfucker and you on some bullshit, I'ma call you out on your bullshit. If you a white motherfucker and you on some bullshit, I'ma call you out on some bullshit, etc., etc. But my nigga, I'll take a badass white bitch that's on her motherfucking grizzly before I ever wife a basic ass black bitch that ain't on shit. She don't know where the fuck she going in life. You feel me? For real. I'll let you niggas have that bullshit. Shit. Give me a Becky to know her motherfucking role and to shut her goddamn mouth. Shit. Bitch, we out. We out. We out. We to the loot. We to the loot. We getting to the loot. I don't give a fuck about having some Klay Thompson looking ass babies. Some Steph Curry looking ass babies. You hear me? I don't care. Since you want to sit up here, Brian, and see about and laud the praises on how you are attracted to intellect, and the black female is the antithesis of intellectualism within the black community. Okay, cool. Well, I tell you what, my nigga, I'm not into that shit. I'm not into what you're into. I'm into femininity. And guess what? If your white lassie has more femininity than my black Keisha, guess what? Guess who loses and guess who wins? Fuck are we even talking about, bro? Shit's crazy at this point. I'm about to go ahead and shut this shit down, man. Y'all got me in my motherfucking feelings, bro. Hold on, let me do some shit real quick. This nigga really tried to play us. Don't be mad, we like Brian Benjamin. Are you out? Oh shit. This shit funny. Oh shit. Let me shut this shit down. We out.